right? I think I mentioned it in the last stream that I don't really care about Dr. Disrespect. I never really watch his stuff. It's just like, it's just that those type of people are just way too over the top for me. Like they play way into a character. I think I'm pretty sure like Dr. Disrespect is like a caricature, right? More of a front he put up. Probably like a couple years ago, he might be like a lot different than what he is now. Especially like ever since he wearing like those shades, or like fake wigs and stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I like same as the other like a more FPS crowd. I would say like there's him, there's the Tim the Tapman, there's I think Stone Mountain. I think Stone Mountain probably on the better side. He's at least funnier. I have no idea. It's just that a lot of these guys are just way too over the top for me. I don't know, man. It's just maybe because I'm just old. Maybe because I'm just old, but like listening to these guys sometimes it just feels really tiring. Maybe because there's like so much energy going on with them, and then I'm just tired listening to them. I can't even watch their videos sometimes. I try to because I was also playing COD, playing on Warzone back in the days, but I don't know. I think relaxing stuff is assuming a lot better these days. Anyway, so yeah, I think since the last time I talked about it, I think a lot of also more stuff came out, right? More stuff came out. I mean, Dr. Disrespect issue Twitter kinda admitting it that he did talk with a individual miner. Yep, that's the whole thing. And then of course everyone else start to distance themselves from him. That includes Nick Merck, Tim the Tapman, I saw it, and also the Actman also have a short. And I think the Actman also made a video beforehand, before the show. I'm not sure what the video is about. I didn't watch it because I don't know. Sometimes the Actman is also a bit too much. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know. It just I watch it when he talked about games and stuff. I wasn't not really interested when he talked about like dramas and this kind of stuff. But I think the only reason I know about the Actman was because of the whole Quantum TV stuff, Quantum TV issue. Because Elden Ring is my favorite game, and he was talking about the some of the really bad reviews on it, and that's the video I saw. But anyway, holy shit, this whole thing is kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, I'm not sure why he edited the tweet to remove the whole miner aspect of the whole thing, but I think it's because either because he probably like when he read it over, it probably sounds really bad. It's like he kind of basically he admitted he was texting someone that's a minor, and then it did get into something inappropriate because when you're saying that some individual minor, that means that he knows the age of the individual, and then it still got to somewhere inappropriate. I think that's why it just looks really bad on him. So basically, it kind of just admitting it being a PDF, right? I mean, if you read it in that context, and of course, when he removed it, I think that made it a lot more noticeable because you can actually. I never knew this. I never knew like you can see Twitter edits. I don't really use Twitter that much. I use it for my other account just to post artworks, but I don't use Twitter that much. So since I post artwork, I don't really edit much, I would say. So I don't even know you can actually see edit history, but apparently you can. Apparently people pointed out that you can actually see edit history on Twitter or X now. I don't even know what to call it, but let's call it. I still call it Twitter, I guess. But yeah, I think that actually made it a lot more noticeable. Actually, a lot more sus, isn't it? Because he actually changed it. So it just made it seem like he got more things to hide than what it is. Especially when he said in the same tweet that says that he has nothing to hide from you guys. So that just made it a lot more suspicious, no? And then of course people call him out on it, and then he edited it back, added on. I think that kind of made it even worse. It's like, I feel like sometimes double down is I don't know. Is it what's better, doubling down on something that's really bad, or walking it back? Like doubling down like seems pretty unhinged, but walking it back just seems like a cop out. It's like when you walk it back, it kind of seems like you know it's wrong, but you still did it the first time. Like doubling down is kind of like, okay, this is my stance on it, this is my opinion on it. It doesn't really matter. It seems just unhinged, even though it's wrong, but I'm still gonna do it. That seems pretty evil, but especially towards something that's like something that's like extremely unethical. It seems just pretty evil. But if you walk it back, that means that you know what you did was wrong, but you still did it in the first place, and then and becomes a backlash that you walk it back, and that just seems like make you a coward and make it seems like you're a very nasty person because you know what you did was wrong, but you still did it anyway. That seems a lot worse than just being unhinged in a lot of ways. That's what I think, and that's why it made it seem so much more noticeable when he did that. Especially like I don't know, when he making these tweets, does he have to talk to his legal team, like what he can say and cannot say, that make it seems like a lot worse? I'm pretty sure like his legal team told him to pull up like some sort of statement to the public. I'm pretty sure this isn't just his own individual decision on this whole matter. That's what I think. I'm pretty sure like some people, he have to have some people advise him, right? For like a streamer that size, you have to have some sort of team behind you. If not like a whole team, but at least like one or two more individuals that is telling him that, okay, you put up this, you need to put up a statement so we can like do some sort of damage control. That's some sort of like a PR kind of a deal, right? You have to do at least some damage control to save face, especially now he's losing subscribers, and of course a lot of his like partnerships ended, sponsorships. I'm surprised his sponsorship doesn't look into why he was banned in the first place, because that was like when was it, 2020? Yeah, I think it was 2020. It's 4 years ago, right? Even though maybe probably under NDA, but I think under certain legal requirements, you might still need able to disclose it, right? I don't know, especially like, don't they have like questions? Like even if you're going to business, like even though maybe you cannot, but you're going to business with this guy, don't you have like some sort of questions? Especially when he admitted, I think it was 2017, that he was unfaithful to his wife when he had a kid. But now 2020, we're kind of repeating the same pattern when this guy still has a wife and kids. I mean, it's like you can't really expect people to change, right? You can never expect people to change or anything. So it just seems like it's very suspicious to begin with him. So, and now the whole thing like become more and more. I'm sure that in the next few days there's probably gonna be more and more stuff coming out, especially if the I'm not sure if the individual will ever come out like admitting it. I mean, at that point, right, I think I would have guessed, if I would try to guess, that individual at that time probably is a minor. Well, it probably is, I mean 100% likely a minor, because Doc said it's a minor. So I'm pretty sure I can take that on it. And even when he deleted it and reposted it, re-edited it again, I think it's pretty much confirmed that that individual is a minor. But like, is that minor, like what kind of, is it gonna be like 17-year-old minor, like, or is it like a 13-year-old? I don't know. It's like because there's like a 4-year gap in between now, right? So is that person an adult now? That's why that individual doesn't want to step forward into admitting it, right? Because that could have like a deeper impact on her own career, or because I don't know. I don't know like why that individual doesn't step out to at least, or anyone, okay, even though maybe it's not even the same individual, even though someone's faking it, it's not like, I don't know, it just seems, the whole thing just seems kind of weird in a way. It just feels like something, it's not complete. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one getting this feeling, because it just feels like just more, it's like still a big piece of the puzzle is not there to get the whole idea of what actually happened. I think that missing that individual is not stepping up, or we don't even know who that individual is. I think that's a big part, at least to me. I think that I kind of want to know more who that individual is and why Dr. Disrespect is so inclined. No, that was the word. I don't even know. Like, so why would he like initiate this to begin with, right? Right? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I just think that he was a scumbag for cheating on his wife to begin with. So I don't know. I think loyalty is very important to me, right? So it's like once you cheat on your wife, I had no respect. I mean, that's what maybe his name is Dr. Disrespect is probably fits him the best, because I have no respect for this guy whatsoever because of what he did. I had no interest in him to begin with, but after this come out and then people start pointing out that some old video he did admit that he was cheating on his wife, then it's like, oh my god, I don't even care before, but now I have zero respect for this guy. So I think he deserved whatever karma you come at him for doing what he did. If it's true, if there's more evidence coming out saying that it's not the case or something else that happened, then I mean, I still have no respect for this guy because he cheated on his wife. So when you cheat on your wife when you already have a kid, that's just such a garbage, such a garbage thing to do. Like, yeah, sure, you cry about it, but why'd you do it in the first place? I just don't know. Like, there's people just lack of self-control, self-restraint, like, what's the deal? It's like thinking people will never find out. Then it's like such a. It just seems like such a. But just why would you even risk doing something like this? I think it just lead up to lack of self-control in the end, isn't it? Self-constraint, self-control, or whatever the case is, whatever the word is. It's just that you have no respect for yourself, for your family. Basically, you have no respect for your wife because you're doing this to her. So basically, you're just a piece of shit, isn't it? I think that's what I think it is. And that's it. That's how I see it until there's more stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter with more stuff coming out. I have no respect for this guy whatsoever, because it doesn't matter what the end of the situation is. He already admitting it. He was texting to a minor, that the conversation sometimes lead up to be inappropriate while he's having a wife and kid. Well, he has a wife and kids. So it doesn't matter what afterwards coming out either turn this whole thing around. It doesn't matter. What the action he did already leaves me with zero respect for this guy. So, and that's it. That's what I think about this whole thing right now.